Do you sometimes get the feeling that your value as a person is tied to your income? Does your self-esteem go up when you get a raise or promotion and go down when your salary is cut? This belief that your worth depends on how much you earn can be quite harmful and limiting. But before we dive into why this thinking is problematic and how it affects you, let's look at why you might hold this belief in the first place. The connection between money and self-worth can arise from several sources. One is the socioeconomic environment in which we are inserted. In our society, there is a trend to associate success with wealth and material goods. Television, movies, and even social media reinforce this idea by portraying wealthy characters as happier, more successful, and therefore more desirable. This representation can create a subconscious bias that ends up influencing our perception of ourselves and our self-worth. Another factor that contributes to this problematic belief is the educational context. We are accustomed to valuing knowledge related to obtaining a high-income job. Subjects like literature, arts, and philosophy are sometimes seen as secondary to careers like business, technology, or medicine. This undervaluing of certain areas of knowledge can result in an elitist vision where the focus is mainly on financial success. But why is it so dangerous to believe that your worth depends on how much you earn? The danger lies in the fact that when your income decreases, your self-image also diminishes. This can lead to a vicious cycle of frustration, anxiety, and even depression. After all, how can you feel confident and secure about yourself if your financial stability is constantly threatened? Imagine a scenario where you are a hardworking professional who has always dreamed of being a teacher. For years, you dedicate yourself to this profession, studying hard, getting certified, and fully committed to your students. However, after dedicating yourself to this profession, you realize that your salary is low and does not meet your basic needs. You find yourself in a situation where you have to choose between pursuing your dream job and having financial stability. Faced with this dilemma, you might start to question your choices and feel a sense of frustration and disappointment. You may even come to believe that becoming a teacher was a mistake and that you are not worthy of pursuing your dream due to financial limitations. This is a sad reality faced by many professionals who choose socially important professions, but do not receive adequate compensation for their work. It is undeniable that our society is permeated by the belief that equates money with success and personal worth. It is up to each one of us to break this mold and recognize that your value as a person is not defined by the amount in your bank account. It is defined by your character, principles, dreams, and the unique contribution you make to the world. Money is undoubtedly an essential tool in our lives. It allows us to access basic services, goods, and opportunities that were previously inaccessible. However, it is crucial to understand that money itself does not generate happiness or personal fulfillment. There are countless individuals who, despite having great wealth, are unhappy, unfulfilled, often resort to acquiring more and more material possessions in a desperate attempt to fill this void. A person's true wealth is measured by the richness of their experiences, the depth of their relationships, and the impact they have on those around them. The value you bring to the world is reflected in the lives you touch, the problems you help solve, and the people you love and are loved by. In addition to the negative impact on self-esteem, believing that your worth depends on your salary can also limit your personal and professional growth. When your self-image is directly linked to financial earnings, you may feel trapped in a job or career path that you dislike, simply because it brings in a certain income. This can lead to dissatisfaction, frustration, and even burnout. Personal and professional development is a continuous journey where challenges, changes, and adaptations are constant. A fixed mindset that equates your worth with your income prevents you from exploring new opportunities, taking risks, and pursuing your true passions. This fear of change can lead to stagnation in your personal and professional life. Furthermore, this belief can also harm your interpersonal relationships. When you constantly compare yourself to others based on their financial status, you may feel envious of those who earn more and tend to look down on those who earn less. This attitude of looking down on others can create barriers and hinder the formation of genuine connections. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, empathy, and understanding, not on material possessions. Rethinking this belief that your worth depends on how much you earn is a necessary step towards building a healthier, happier life. When you detach your self-worth from financial earnings, you open up the possibility of pursuing your dreams, developing your talents, and contributing to society in a more meaningful way. One way to challenge this belief is to list all the qualities that make you a valuable person, such as kindness, empathy, intelligence, and determination, regardless of what they earn. Recognize and appreciate these qualities because they are what truly defines who you are. It is important to cultivate gratitude for what you have, including your skills, knowledge, and the people who love and support you. Gratitude is a powerful tool to shift your focus from lack to abundance. As you break free from the belief that your worth depends on your income, you will likely experience positive changes in your life. You will be more open to new opportunities, more willing to take risks, and more able to pursue your passions. Remember that your value as a person goes far beyond what you earn financially. You are more than your job title or salary. You are an individual with unique qualities, talents, and dreams that deserve to be nurtured and pursued. Embracing this perspective will allow you to live a life that is more aligned with your values, passions, and aspirations. It is a journey of self-discovery and empowerment that will lead you to a more fulfilling and authentic existence. Think back to a time when you experienced a significant financial setback. Maybe you lost your job or had your salary cut. How did this event affect your self-esteem and overall well-being? Did you feel less worthy or valuable? Now consider a situation where you received a substantial sum of money unexpectedly. Perhaps you got a bonus at work or won a competition. How did this financial gain affect you? Did you feel a surge of confidence and pride? Reflecting on these experiences can help you understand the extent to which your self-worth is tied to financial earnings. If you notice a pattern of feeling better about yourself when you have more money and worse when you have less, it's essential to challenge these feelings. Ask yourself if it's truly necessary to equate your worth with your income. Can your value as a person be measured solely by financial status? By engaging in this introspective process, you can become more aware of the beliefs that drive your self-perception. This awareness is the first step toward changing this belief and building a more solid self-esteem that is not dependent on fluctuating financial conditions. Another exercise that can be helpful is to create 2 lists. On the first, write all the reasons why you feel worthy as a human being. These can include qualities like compassion, intelligence, sense of humor, and creativity. On the second list, write all the things you would like to achieve or experience financially. Compare these 2 lists and ask yourself if achieving the items on the second list is essential to feeling worthy. Will it truly make you a better or more valuable person? Through this exercise, you can gain clarity on what is truly important to you and what are just material aspirations. You may realize that many of the items on your second list do not contribute to your personal growth or the well-being of those around you. By challenging beliefs that equate your worth with money, you can create space for a more authentic and fulfilling life.